too. It all started with tarot. How you guys doing? It's been a minute. It's been a long while, a little while. Again, I'm coming to give you an update what's going on with my journey alone. So, um, I understand these people have been still continuing to sabotage and hide my channel. I also understand that the FBI knows that these people are doing this, causing this attack, gave them the power to do the attack, and did not choose to react. I've sent messages to the FBI reporting these people attacking and sabotaging my channel. I've reported all of them that I think may be involved because nobody's doing anything about it. The proof is there. Also, this is considered to be a public humiliation ritual that even either this is not their jurisdiction, but this is a cyber crime that I have yet to hear from the FBI about. The situation is a lot deeper than what I'm thinking. But I'm hoping as I give y'all an update of what's going on with my situation that things will change and that this doesn't happen to anybody else in the near future. Um, all these people that collaborated came together against me. I'm hoping they get exposed. I was used for this purpose so that they don't use their platforms to hurt, harm, and injure another man, woman, or child indefinitely. This is sad day for me, or sad day. There's been some sad days to come to know that we have a whole judicial system that can sit there and see somebody get cyberbullied, see somebody get manipulated, somebody finances sabotaged for someone's personal agenda. That's not the oath that they took. The oath they took, one part of it was to protect and serve and protect the public. And they chose not to do that in my case for some particular reason that we will soon or later find out. I'm highly disappointed in these people. They don't know me, but they chose happily to go against me. They gave everybody else a chance to speak on my behalf, but didn't come to me to validate anything that was said, and I don't appreciate that. They caused all this personal mental harm to someone they didn't even take the time to get to know or find out how they felt about a situation. I want to cuss so bad. I want to get so disrespectful, but I have to be very cordial and mature about this situation. And you wonder why somebody else was chosen for a particular position. But when you were given yours, you chose to ignore the deposition, the situation. You unlawfully, racially chose to ignore or racial profile somebody or let somebody racially profile somebody to ignore their cries for help. I hate that. I hate that you couldn't see past my situation or the color of my skin to help me. You know, you might sit there and ignore and turn your lip up about what I'm saying, but it's true. You never came to me. And I filed a previous cause to you, and you never reached out to ask me or to tell me anything. And when I screamed out to these people on these platforms about how they was attacking me, I had to go sit down and be quiet. For how long? You gave these people power to destroy people's lives when they was supposed to entertain, protect, and serve them. You was looking for somebody else to fail, but you failed me and you failed many other people. You turned your nose up when people was reporting to y'all for help, being attacked, targeted, and it's only to wind up dead. We have a whole judicial system that has been corrupt and a group of public failures. They only protect those in their group, their clique, or their covenants, or their secret societies, and they leave us out here to fend for ourselves. And I'm sick of that. So I'm going to give a reading on this situation and let you know that I'm tired of the BS. I'm tired of them making me a target for something I have no idea or had no idea about. They didn't like me telling the truth, but they don't want to do nothing about it. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to give this reading. This is about why I had to stop giving readings. This is why they wanted me to stop giving readings, and while nobody reached out to tell me a goddamn thing that was going on. And I'm sick of sitting here waiting for them to do the right thing, and I want to be open and expressive about it. I'm not sucking this up anymore. All this is about some person, some man, some woman, me or them, coming to give some piss poor emotional offer so that they can live lavish and wealthy and celebrate and party amongst each other with their friends, the FBI, the CIA, Homeland Security, all of them sitting there in their big old comfortable houses and their comfortable neighborhoods while they sit out here and sabotage anybody that wants to do something different about it or their life. Make it without their permission. These people are gatekeepers. They block other people, us, from coming up to their level in their society, and they take from us to stay in the society and keep us small and wishing that we were successful, abundant, wealthy, rich, when a lot of us have been left riches and money and wealth that they have stole and killed a lot of us for. They don't want me to come out here and tell my truth and speak this truth. My truth hurts too, but I'm not out here trying to sabotage anybody about it. I'm not trying to stop somebody from using the gift that was given to them. I'm not trying to stop somebody accomplishing their dream. If you didn't want it to be told, you should have never done it. You've been sitting here waiting for me to lose my mind. And you not reacting. You watching these people break the law every day to suppress me and oppress me, just so I can be somewhere sitting here confined in my mind about something that I knew was right when you was doing wrong the whole time. Hold on, yeah. I had to let that come out like it did. Okay, I'm sorry. It had to rhyme. It was in my soul, in my spirit. I had to say it the way I wanted to. You know what I mean? But I'm really tired of these people playing in my face, and I'm tired of them thinking I'm stupid. Okay? I wasn't born stupid, and I'm not as an adult stupid either. I may do stupid things, but I'm not stupid. You let this man come to each and every one of y'all, and y'all sat there and y'all plotted. In the FBI, you ignore my request, my plea for help, just to collaborate with these people. But it's not that I was a liar. I might have had some facts wrong, but you didn't react at all. These people are still walking out here free today. Then they broke all kinds of homeland laws, broke all kinds of homeland security, and y'all did nothing. But the fact that some of what I may have said is the truth, and the fact that I know some of it without you even bothering to tell me. The time that I helped y'all solve a murder, and then the fact that I had to help y'all save myself, and you ain't do nothing. We did cross paths twice, and you still ain't gave me my flowers. You didn't give me my flowers for the first time, and you damn sure ain't give me the flowers for myself. What are you here for? Just sat there and plotted and lied. Something you never seen before. I'm so sick of your little minds. That's all they do is confine people as well as yourselves. I'm sick of y'all, man. Y'all been out here living foul this whole damn time. You come to the public, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. And then when the public come to you, you sit on that shit. You ignore them. I'm tired of that. This person, this man, this woman, these people, this group has attacked everything that I've emotionally invested in for years, and y'all did nothing. Nothing. You just sat there and continued to plot and wait for their magic and their mental manipulation to work. And I'm just sitting here looking at y'all. Just be failures when it comes to all that shit you went to school for. You sat on every accolade, and everything that you've gained was a lie. Or we just didn't look like the ones you chose to save. This is heartbreaking. You put your hand on the Bible and you make that oath to protect and serve, and you drop the ball every time? Or just for the ones you don't feel deserve your time and your effort, you half-ass it? You went into a partnership with these people, wanted me to go into a partnership with these people that lack morals. I'm not doing that. I'm tired of you ignoring me. I'm tired of you not hearing what I'm saying about these people who chose to steal my identity. And you sat there and you watched and you know about it. And you heard all these crimes. You didn't do the crimes for these things that was happening to these kids. You did half-ass crimes for these murders. Y'all haven't even seen judgment. You haven't even seen the wrath of the Most High yet. And you ain't even trying to do nothing about it. You was not scared of them. But you was sitting here involved in the most toxic, devilish shit I ever heard a government is involved in. And I don't care where you are in the world. Y'all all got y'all hands in dirt and trash and mud and blood. You sat there and you put these people in these fictitious and fake-ass relationships that is meant to cause them mentally and physically harm. And you comply with this. I'm tired of sitting here pretending like I don't see y'all fail the public. You will sit there and come after us when we try to stand up for our rights, protest against what's wrong. But as soon as somebody tell you that something really bad is happening, and if it ain't bringing in you money, dollars, and cents, and if it's going to change anything for y'all when it comes to the power that y'all sitting in, you won't move. You've been sitting here plotting with these people. Planning. All y'all. Now that I'm speaking, you're going to feel this pain that you have caused. And it's not a threat. It's not a threat. You're going to suffer just as you watch somebody else suffer by your own devices. You should never ignore a man, woman, or child's cry, especially if it's got something to do with somebody who's on TV in the public. You choose the celebrities over the public. You choose to get public recognition through a celebrity, and you move faster for them than you do for us. You're going to learn y'all lessons. And that's not me just threatening. But anyway, that's me getting off subject. But when it comes to me being tired of y'all sitting here and let this person try to emotionally provoke me, or them sabotaging my platforms, y'all trying to have me in poverty, been lied to, manipulated by the same people you collaborating with. And now they talking about them. You know these people stole my identity or was trying to. You know these people hacking into my phone and my home and my Wi-Fi system. You know this. You gave them the power to do this. That's why you haven't reacted. You do that for the president. You had all these people come report these crimes and y'all did nothing. Y'all did nothing. And you so busy judging everybody else, but when it comes time for you to stand up and do something, you choose to make the wrong decision every time. I didn't take the leap. I didn't go in that direction, so you chose to let it keep going on. I'm not waiting for these people, and you shouldn't wait for them either. You didn't sit there and let these people lie to you for how many years? And you are supposed to be certified intelligence. But you couldn't see the lies these people were telling you, or you chose to ignore them. You know how to read body language. You know how to read handwriting. You know how to read DNA. And y'all ignore all that for this. The devil has been exposed. The devil ain't here. The devil ain't assisting y'all anymore. He exposed. He's moving out the way so you could be exposed. But yet y'all continue to believe in the devilish ways. Y'all need to release this obsession. This obsession is not even yours. You've been lied to over and over again, and all them skills and qualifications y'all had, programming y'all went through, you tossed that shit right out the window for money. Some reason you didn't feel like you was going to be a part of the equation. That's why you chose to be a part of the negative instead of the positive. Where did all that intelligence go that you claim to have? You can sit there and use your military mental manipulation tactics for a small person, but you couldn't see through the lies that was being told to you. I don't think y'all qualified. Then you hurt and harm the ones that seen through the lies. Then y'all let, I told y'all think this division is going to keep us stable and balanced. Y'all done let how many people of different races come in your country that they ain't from here, manipulate y'all and sit there in your faces and make you look stupid because you chose to believe a lie. And when they sitting there lying in your face, you want to act surprised. You've been lying the whole time. So when you dealing with other liars, y'all get mad or you get accepted. Then let me tell you about y'all little Congress. your little Congress meetings that y'all have when y'all interviewing these people. Y'all be having, you got snakes sitting up there with you. They be sitting there that's already in partnership with the same person y'all investigated. And y'all all in partnership, or some of y'all probably all in partnership with the person y'all investigate. That's why y'all never get to the nitty gritty when it comes to asking them people them questions. Y'all fake, y'all fraud, bro. Y'all, I'm so tired of America voting wrong, bro. They sit there and put on this act and this script for us every time, but when it's time to get rid of a black person, they don't have time coming together. But as soon as when it comes time to come for their own, they don't make no moves. They just sit there and just watch shit happen and play out. Y'all is a failure to the system. I'm tired of white people voting these motherfuckers in there. Y'all gonna have to leave that division shit behind, bro, because you keep voting in these people. You know what? This man is trying to send y'all into another war. You know why? Because that same person they claim not to believe in is the same one that's intervening. He telling him that he gonna blow up their bridges and all that, and like they can't do ours. They can't get them in here to do ours. They can't pay somebody the money to come do what they asking. What he's saying he gonna do to them. That man ain't gonna touch them people. That man is been bluffing the whole time. And if he do, he just gonna get a fallback, a throwback, a blowback, or something. He gonna hurt your economy. Y'all already hurting with inflation. Y'all already hurting in the pockets. The money ain't matching the hours you working. He just said it. This is just a much bigger beginning of a much bigger problem. Keep playing with these people. Keep playing with life. Keep playing with universe. Keep playing with this alignment. Keep playing with these shifts. Keep playing with time moving so goddamn fast that you can't keep up with it. They losing control here. The control is slipping out of their hand. Me speaking is already confirmation that the control is being lost. Stop playing with what you don't know nothing about. Lay this to rest, because you're going to cause a problem that you're not really built for. Stop listening to these people that is obsessed with this going in their favor, because the devil has left them. That's why they can't get grips on this situation. It's not in their power anymore, and it's not in the power of the devil. The devil has to step aside. Now, people still doing devilish, that's understandable, but they still got to face it. The consequences of their actions, just like we do. We go do something, we get the judgment too. But I'm tired of sitting here acting like I don't know these people using this platform. I'm playing on Fortnite. They going over here hacking into Fortnite, sabotaging the game. Now, I know I'm not that great. I get that. But I've seen them actually sabotage the game. I've seen them manipulate. If I've seen them manipulate my numbers online, I have proof of them manipulating my page online. I have proof of them, the numbers shifting back and forth while I'm online. These people have a way to get in these people's heads. And they all telling them the same thing, that they're going to get them some money, get some money, or have some money, or paying this money and using whoever got the money to pay them the money. And then when I walk away, they leave, they take the idea, the contract, and the money with them. They never get paid because spirit keeps shifting me in other directions. So they get lied to. Next thing you know, they sitting there waiting on some money that they never get. And you wonder why some of y'all going through all these struggles and all this pain and all this suffering. It's because you keep believing the goddamn lie. Even the lie when it comes to the Bible and the biblical shit. All of that is catching up to us. You done ran out of the lie, or the lie done ran out of time. Something like that. Yes, no, I'm not suffering. I'm not suffering over no magic. I'm not in my head about no magic. I even know when the magic is being thrown at me. I know when the magic is when they throwing the heart attack spells. I know when they in my crown chakra looking for what I'm thinking. I even know when they looking for my deepest, darkest thoughts. They want to know what I'm thinking and what I'm not saying. What is they thinking that they don't want nobody to know about? They do all of that shit in my head. My body tells me. They not getting nothing up over me, bro. I'm telling you, stop believing in these people before y'all be in some shit you can't get out of. And some of y'all are. You're not putting it on the news. You're not talking about your health. Y'all losing weight and shit, bro. Seriously. You got people attacking y'all out here in the street, shooting at y'all and all kinds of shit. Bro, I'm telling you, walk away from this shit right now, bro. You need to walk away because I'm speaking on it. I'm putting it out there in the universe that I know. If I'm telling you I know and you go and do it afterwards, that's on you. Whatever judgment comes, that's that. Because I'm speaking slight facts, I'm speaking a lot of them or some of them. I'm not being quiet because I'm sick and I'm in my head and I'm giving up. I'm not giving up on my platform. I'm not giving up. You not doing nothing about these people manipulating other people's shit. You got somebody out here homeless right now because they messing with their finances. You got people losing homes because these people messing with their finances and y'all not doing nothing about it. They don't even know who to call. They don't even know who to tell. And when they come and tell you, you does nothing or you take forever to do something. But the thing is, when we exposing that rabbit hole goes a little bit deep. Because there's a lot more people involved in this that a lot of us would not expect, and a lot of people got to get replaced because a lot of people going to lose jobs. I heard this from a previous tarot reader. The system, this rabbit hole goes so deep, it goes back to when your mom and dad was young, grew up out of it, turned old, whatever. You going so far with this that you don't even have enough judges or enough room or enough judges to replace the judges and the cops and the doctors and the lawyers and the teachers and insurance companies. Y'all have failed us completely, solely. When it comes to y'all souls, y'all have failed us as a public, as a people. And you stay pointing your fingers at us. You stay locking us up for DUIs, breaking the law, domestic violence, drugs, and y'all is the main ones out here doing that shit. And you think that you will not get caught and that you will not get exposed. I have a surprise for you. You will get exposed and you will get caught. Your addictions, they're going to be taken away. You got a coke addiction, that's going to be taken away from you whether you like it or not. This universe is going to send y'all right into a process or a plan or a path where you let that addiction go. You're not going to be sitting here stealing for people to continue to support your bad habits. Your bad habits of wanting to outshine the neighbors, look richer than your neighbors, your family, and your friends. But today, y'all not noticing you can't support your family and friends like you used to, right? Right. Why? Because the universe is putting a little grip on your finances, and they also putting a grip on your mental ways of thinking. So you can't be moving out here reckless like you used to. And the reason why it's taking so long, because of that. Y'all been following this reckless programming system for far too long, and now it's putting your asses in some poverty. Now y'all coming after countries and continents, America, that is financially stable because y'all having some financial issues. Your politicians. They told the Most High that they was here to protect and serve us when they put their hand on that Bible or when they made that oath and they was lying. And now time is caught up to them. for telling all those lies of how they was. And then when it came time for them to protect the one they were supposed to protect, they didn't. And now they about to see. Because everybody knows, even the people that ain't here knows what time it is. Judgment is here. No, and tell this person that y'all have been secretly supporting and collaborating with, it ain't working. It ain't going to work. They know you. Your mask is falling off. You have been exposed. They been knew what you was doing. They just didn't say anything, but they said something. You chose to ignore it. You tried to let these people get in my head. All they did was bring me clarity. Support these people. I'm not supporting these people ever again. And I'm not. Why would I want to collab? You're not gonna make me collaborate with them, bro. You shouldn't even trust them. How you trusting something like that? That's why y'all probably shouldn't even. Some of y'all shouldn't even be in the positions that y'all in. Some of y'all shouldn't even be working for the FBI. Some of y'all shouldn't be working for the CIA, the RS. None of y'all. Because when you had some terroristic shit going in your own country, you ain't do nothing. And you over there talking about y'all gonna do something to Iran. It's Iran or something like that. And you can't even take care of your own home, bro. Y'all messy. All it is making sure you take care of the people. You got kids underground. You got women underground. And you talking about me and my stuff. What I got going on. You sitting here collaborating, trying to make it seem like this is important. Well, what I got going on is not important compared to what y'all been doing and let be done. As long as people put money in your pockets, you're a disgrace. Don't come for me. You can't even watch your own streets, bro. You got kids under the street right now that you ain't even thinking about. You worrying about what I'm doing and how I'm feeling, what's going on in my head. That's a waste of intelligence, and time. Somebody's spirit was out here giving us information to help y'all solve some shit. Your ego got in the goddamn way. Wanted to let these people shut me up, shut my platform down, stop me from talking, attack, and wasn't even worried about what was supposed to be said because you was too busy listening to them. Because you let money get in the way. That's the problem. That's why Spirit doing what they doing now. Because y'all was too busy worrying about money and was losing too many people because of your inconsistency or your prejudice, your all that low vibrational shit. We don't never hear about the FBI accolades. We don't never hear about the best. We don't never hear about them solving major cases. We don't never hear them getting public recognition for solving cases and crimes. Why? Why we don't see them getting Purple Hearts and shit? Why the public don't know that y'all out here doing big shit though? If you doing it, why they keeping y'all so hidden? Why y'all private investigators don't get public recognition? Because you're private investigators. But it sure is funny that y'all can stay hidden even when it's time to do some real shit. Even when a country get ready to go to war, where y'all at? Yeah, just like the same way you was there when I made a report. When I told you what was going on. Missing. Then when you find out I'm telling the truth, you says nothing. And then all of a sudden, everybody gets fired for this administration. Yeah, I told you that. Next thing you know, the woman from Homeland Security, I told you that she gets fired. What happened? What happened? Huh? Didn't listen. Told you somebody was going to come in here and hack your shit. Because you're not listening to when somebody tell you somebody's hacking some shit. That's crazy to me. Rejected my platform because I rejected that little stupid ass agenda. That stupid ass plan. I didn't fall to the fucking system of dumbness, of insatiable karma. Karma that make you commit suicide. You feel me? I didn't want to pick up the karma that was going to take my ass up out of here because it was going to be so heavy. That's what I said no to. I don't want their fucking karma. You can't even carry their karma. You haven't even seen the karma. They don't want you to see it because if you see it, that means you're gonna be smart. You're gonna be like, nah, I don't want none of that. I'm good. I'll pass. Nah, I don't think I could partner with that. No, they don't want you to know what's going on with them on the inside or the out. They don't want you to know about the nightmares they having. They don't want you to know about the hot sweats, the cold sweats, the vomiting, the diarrhea, the not being able to control their bowels. You just don't want to know. They don't want you to know all of that. The odors, the falling of the teeth, bleeding of the gums, the running bloody noses, random happening to them. They don't want you to know about. You ain't got to know about that. You don't know about that insatiable karma. You don't know about all them dead bodies that's been screaming from the dead for their justice. You don't want to know that. They don't want you to know them souls that is haunting and waiting for them at night and on the other side. They don't want y'all to know. That's not a tag. That's not a threat. That's not a fear tactic. It's been said. Y'all made the movies, but then you don't believe in some of them. Final Destination, Ghost. Y'all don't believe in that, but y'all act like that. Y'all just pull them little ideas and visions out your head, out of nowhere. All these things y'all made were public references for certain things to come in their lives. That's why they resonate. That's why the movies seem to trigger you sometime because they was not just given to you. And then y'all didn't go create them. Y'all had to sacrifice people to keep the creativity alive. But when it's time for y'all to get the signs and y'all ignore them, you need them for the money. But when they try to give y'all the signs to keep you alive and out of some shit, you totally let that fly by your third eye. You collaborated with these people for the wrong one and at the wrong or right time. I'm not in my head, honey. I'm not. I'm not going to know everything, but I'm going to know some things when it's time. Stop letting these people lie to you and manipulate you. I'm not talking because it was time. It was time. Y'all was you was letting me be disrespected for this agenda. You was letting them attack me because they didn't want me to move forward or to speak my mind or these downloads that I was getting. They didn't want y'all to know the truth or the consequences for these actions that were being taken. So I'm still alive. I'm still at it. I'm still writing music. I'm still doing what it is I was doing before they tried to shut down my platform, and I could no longer fight that anymore. You wasn't listening to me. You wasn't hearing me. And to find out y'all was all collaborating, bro. Fine, F it. When that shit start hitting y'all, bro, because I know it hit me. I know what the karma was before I even got to y'all. Like, I don't want to see nobody go through the karma I went through, bro. That's the most humiliating shit you could ever go through. And then I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to see it, and you don't want people around you to see it. That's why I came out here giving these messages. You could have thought it was a tag. You could have thought it was me thinking I was better than somebody. Like, dude, I felt that karma. I can tell you what it feels like, and you don't want it. You don't want it. If it's my past life karma, I can tell you something about it. You don't want this, bro. If you come back and gotta go through this, you don't want it. You're not gonna want it. It's gonna be the most humiliating experience of your life. Look, I'm going through it now. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going through it so I can tell you to prevent you from going through it. That's my purpose. That's what I'm here for. These people didn't want me to tell you to prevent you from having to go through it. But they didn't want me to get credit for it or paid for it or develop the skill or develop the craft. Because I'm passionate about it. I'm not doing it just for money. But I would like the rewards from it. But I did what I was supposed to do. And that was not supposed to be in this relationship with this individual, because it would have cursed me, it would have cursed my family. I would have picked up this karma that's coming to these people that I don't want, don't need, and I wouldn't ever look at somebody's eyes and want somebody to go through that or feel that. I wouldn't want to play in death on somebody's life. I wouldn't want to put somebody in poverty intentionally so I can see them go into a fake relationship. I don't want nobody going into a relationship that's only meant to harm them and bring them down. I want them to be strong and sturdy enough to go into a relationship that supports them, encourages them, and pushes them to move forward strong, confident, loud, proud. Sounds cliche, sounds a little fantastical. But I'm telling you, I've seen the worst of the worst, but not the really bad or something like that. I'm not here to see people suffer. I've done enough. I've done enough. And I don't want nobody to have to endure that. And what you guys are doing behind the scenes, you're gonna have to endure. And then you're not even thinking about your kids. You're not even thinking about your grandkids. You're not even thinking about your kids. You're not even thinking about you not being here to witness them go through that. You're not even thinking about you not being here to tell them how to go through it. You're not even you're not even thinking about you not being able here to help them maneuver through it. You're not even thinking about them not having the finances to come through it. You don't care about your future. You don't care about your legacy. Don't get mad at me because I do. Y'all not thinking about that. You just thinking about the moment. What you're going through at the moment is supposed to change your perspective on life and people. That's why you going through what you're going through. Some of y'all going into homes and marriages, y'all not happy, but it looks right to the neighborhood. It looks right to the community. That's what we talking about. Some of y'all just sitting here dealing with shit because everybody else is cool with it or accepting of it when you probably miserable as hell. People who have done this work is now getting happy, is now accepting for what it is and moving forward. But y'all choose to be stuck and stagnant in some old paradigm, toxic shit. And the universe is not trying to hear all that. Our ancestors, angels, they're not trying to hear this old paradigm anymore. And y'all old way of trying to trap people, put them in this mental confinement, trying to see things your way when your way is toxic anyway. You gotta force and manipulate somebody to see something your way. It ain't meant to be seen. Stop telling me to be okay with this, bro. What is for me? What is for me to like and be accepting of this situation? What? First, you had to force somebody mentally to get in it, and then they forced them to, then wanted to poison them mentally, verbally, physically, spiritually. Are you running to that? Or are you stuck in that and just want to see somebody else get in that? Why didn't somebody come rescue you from whatever you jumped into? Maybe because you wasn't trying to hear that. Maybe you saw the dollars more than you seen love. Maybe you didn't see love. You didn't see love. You seen dollars and cents. That's what made sense to you. That's why you took your leap. Maybe you've seen colorism. Maybe you've seen racism and you didn't see love. Don't ask me to see that. I don't see these people as my people. I thought they were, but they not. They not my people. They demons in disguise, bro. I'm not going to marry no demon. I'm not going to marry a demon that's walking in human flesh. You did that, not me. Because if you didn't do that, you would not be sitting here collaborating with somebody that's trying to sabotage somebody else so that you can have a come up, so that you can have an extra couple dollars in your pocket, so you could please your wife, so you could please your family, so they all could sit there and live happily ever after while you sat there, planned, plotted, and ignored somebody's cry for help so that your family can eat and live good. That's demonic. I don't want to partner with people like that. I prefer to help everybody eat. I'm not going to sit there and stop the next man from eating so I can eat good. If I'm eating good, I at least can inspire them to. But I'm not going to put them in something to say, well, if you do this, you know you can live like that. But if you take care of yourself and heal yourself and you love yourself and you put yourself in the right environment, you're going to have all that. You're not gonna be worried about impressing your neighbors. Your neighbors ain't gonna be worried about impressing you. Everybody just gonna be neutral as hell. Y'all on some demon time type shit. That competing, that wanting to ride the biggest boat, had the biggest boat. That's how the demons get you. That's why the demons got you. And now y'all playing with the demons, y'all gotta receive that judgment. I'm not going to fall for that, bro. I don't have to. I don't have to go into your system. I don't need you. So they're not gonna close out this cycle with me. You better find somebody else low vibrational like yourselves. And it's sad that when I asked you for help, nobody, nobody, nobody showed up. So that I owe somebody something or I have to give somebody something, that's a lie. I don't have to give somebody time. I don't have to give somebody my love. I don't have to give them shit, and I choose not to. That's something y'all need to understand. That's something y'all need to let it soak in. Let it sink in. I said no. If your platforms come with this type shit, I don't need them. I don't need validation that bad. I don't need acceptance that bad. I don't need money. And the thing is, y'all needed it so bad that you collaborated with the devil, who you know is a liar. That's how bad y'all needed y'all wealth. That's how bad y'all needed them riches. I'm not moving, baby. I'm not going to no marriage, no fake marriage. I'm not going to no marriage with no man that acts straight, but they really gay. Fuck y'all. You're not getting in my head. You're not getting in your head. The answer is fucking no. No today, no tomorrow, and no for 5 years from now. It is what it is. I said no, I'm not going. But I'm going to tell you, I'm still here, still aware, and still saying fuck the bullshit. Keep your platform, dog. But I want you to know, I know what y'all doing. I know you collaborated with them. I know y'all sitting on my complaint, ain't do shit about it. I sent another one. I sent 2 today. Let's see if they hear something about it. Let's see if you do something about it. And with that being said, y'all, that's all I gotta say. I can't come back to do readings because these people choose to purposely attack my platform, as y'all already know. I don't come back and complain about it every day. But the reason why they're doing it, I'm like, no. And I'm gonna say no. And the fact that they could do this to other people is sad, bro. And nobody's going to jail for it. So when the shit happens to them, they scream out for help and nobody listens, they gonna understand. They gonna understand what it felt like. But just to give you an update on hell no. Hell no. And I see some of what you're doing. I mean, I see all of it, but I see it. And I want you to know about it. FBI. What a joke. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful one. Bye.